stupid. Hi, welcome to Bridges. Another episode here. How are you?
I feel stiff. Yeah.
You're still complaining about how you feel.
No, it's because of this pad that you gave me and this book.
It's like
Things written on it that we don't like routine.
yeah. So we promise you real. Real is what you get.
Exactly.
All right, welcome to the show. My name is Rainbow.
And I'm Ochanya.
The show is Bridges, and well, in case you don't know, go and watch the previous episodes so you get to meet us and understand
It's
where.
just been 2 episodes.
Yes,
Go and watch it.
Go and watch it. And this episode, we will be talking about compliments.
Yeah.
A compliment is a huge deal. That a lot of times, like I was coming to the studio today, and I was passing through a primary school. Imagine a primary school student complimenting me to say I'm beautiful.
Oh.
Now, compliments go a long way in making somebody's day, whether or not you feel you feel good about yourself. Sometimes you see yourself in the mirror, you are like, okay, I'm okay. But when somebody says you look good, you go see the ginger go add.
Buga.
Hey,
God.
this man.
It is already correct.
She said buga.
Yes,
I sing. Oh no. So today we'll talk about why it's okay to give compliments and why it's also okay to accept it.
Yeah. Growing up, I remember my neighbors then. They had been, in case you're watching, wherever you are.
Look at her now.
Y'all give me like the worst compliments ever.
Look at her now.
When I go over to their house to play, their sisters, they were like 7 girls in the house, and they'll count from the first one before me. I used to feel really bad. Especially Auntie Joy.
Yes.
Auntie Mary. Yeah, y'all were nice. So they didn't used to give me good compliments, and I didn't feel good about myself. I had big ears, like really flappy ears. So I didn't know all of that until I grew up. But now my ears, they compliment my head. So then they used to say, when they do all that counting, I used to feel terrible when I go back home and I'll cry, rub powder to see, okay, maybe I'll feel more beautiful next visit, until I stopped going there to play. And when I got to, was it just SS3, senior secondary 3, at that point I knew I was beautiful. So I dressed up, went back to the house, and I sat down, and I heard screams coming out of their room. And they said, come and see Messio. She's fine now. No, yep. My dad actually changed my name, gave me Ochanya. And the meaning of Ochanya, Queen of Women in Idoma. I'm from Benue State, by the way. As now. So I'm from Benue State. My mom is Tivdo, another part of Benue. My father is Idoma. So when he gave me the name, he said I was beautiful, because I always go back, I cry to him and tell him that I don't feel pretty. I don't feel good about myself.
So we're talking about compliments here is because we know how important it is to our daily lives. If you go to a place, you see someone looking good, there is nothing wrong in telling them, oh, you look amazing. Oh, I love your hair. Even if it's their shoe, maybe you might not like their faces, but maybe the shoe looks good and you notice it and you're like, oh, I love your shoe. Trust me, that will boost their self-esteem at that moment. And that is something we should all try to do, because a lot of us, trust me, for Beyonce to be insecure about her ears. And Beyonce is the standard for beauty. Like a lot of...
she really?
No, but then...
that was Halle Berry that was the standard of beauty.
But then Beyonce is describing
She's
Beyonce.
beautiful.
Yeah, describing Beyonce will be like, saying that, this is a very beautiful woman who knows how to sing. Rihanna talked about her forehead, how she hated it.
Yeah.
But people calling her one of the sexiest women on earth, it means
on the planet.
Yes, it means that people actually have insecurities no matter how beautiful you think they are. And you letting them know
Very important.
is like a plus to their self-confidence.
Exactly. Take a look at me. You see, this stomach is big, but I'm proud of it because I've birthed children, and this is like the mark to show, okay, you've gone through hell and back. Because I always say this whenever I have the chance to say that going through labor, you have warred, you have gone through a big fight, and you came out victorious. So those stretch marks, those big tummy and the love handles, or whatever are they called?
Okay.
Love handles.
Okay.
Those are the thing that you take out for giving birth to those beautiful children that you have. And you look at them and you smile to yourself and tell yourself you're beautiful. So sometimes, because that's the point I'm driving at. Sometimes when you don't even get compliments or compliments from anybody, compliment yourself.
For me, it was in school. I attended Queen Elizabeth School in Ilorin, and we were treated like queens. They would always tell you, you're a queen. You should feel better about yourself. You are perfect just the way you are. Your imperfection is what makes you perfect. As cliche as that sounds, it is the truth. Like, you meet everybody with his imperfection. You meet everybody with their insecurities, and they'll tell you, oh, no, I don't like my ears, or I don't like my legs. My legs are too big, and all of that. And that is one thing that makes us human. You are never satisfied with where you are. That's why you see a lot of people who go through surgeries. They're usually botched. There are people, but if you look like Halle Berry, they would never say that you look good. And that doesn't mean that they are bad people. Yeah. Some people are terrible at compliments. Like, they just feel, I don't have to.
Especially our husbands.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, because wives, we expect so much that when you make your hair, your husband should tell you you look beautiful. Hey, you're not going to get that.
Sometimes they don't notice. They don't even notice.
Their minds are thinking about something else. Always remember, a man thinks from a different side of his brain, and we do on the opposite side. So you might be thinking A, he's thinking Z, or maybe X. You understand?
But is that okay? Should we always be invincible? Like, for women, should women be invincible to their husbands, or they want to be looked at?
They should not expect
that
when they make their hair, they should get a compliment from their husband.
Okay.
Or they did a different dress style.
Yeah.
And on a Sunday morning, or you guys want to go for a wedding, and he should say, you look beautiful, your dresses. He might not notice that. Or you changed a makeup artist. Then you're expecting, this makeup artist that have changed now, maybe you've quarreled with the other one because the girl did your eyebrow bad. And you now want your husband to notice that you changed your makeup artist. How? Where? Why? That guy is not thinking about that. So sometimes don't wait for your significant other to compliment how you're looking. If you dress and he says you look beautiful, be happy. If he doesn't, girl, still be happy and move on.
But sometimes we need that.
We always need that.
We need that.
Sometimes we always need that. But I don't want to burst. I don't want to burst your bubbles, ladies. When you don't get
it. Is a
compliment yourself. It's very, very normal. That's the point we're making. It's very normal, especially mothers. Because by the time you give birth, why do women go into
postpartum depression?
It's because when you just look at yourself, that figure that you had as a young person is deflated. In fact, the baby is out and your stomach is still looking big. Because I remember with my second baby, my first daughter was like, Mommy, the baby is there, but why is your tummy still looking big? Is there another baby in there? I'm like, no, it will take a while for it to go down, And to me, it's still huge. But then, when I look at them, I don't feel
bad about your body. You've come to accept it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there's this pressure about, oh, you have to look a type of way. You have to, like, I remember I mentioned it a while ago, how your stomach has to be snatched. There's nothing wrong with looking healthy. There is nothing wrong with working out. I feel that if you can keep up,
good for you.
If you can keep up, congratulations, you can do that. As long as you're healthy, your body should not be the measure of how good you feel about yourself. Don't go overboard to want to be complimented. Should you compliment somebody just to make them feel good? Or you should compliment someone because you mean it? You know, sometimes, but
hey. This one is a tough question.
Yes.
Mega. Woo! I have to think, digest what you just said before I can reply.
A lot of times, I'm going to make a confession.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes I compliment people, especially people I see that are struggling with self-esteem, even if they don't look good. I just tell them, no, this is a confession. Okay, don't take my compliments as though I'm just doing it for faking. But there are people that I only compliment just to boost their self-esteem.
Sympathy.
Compliment. There's a way,
we need to be tagging them.
Yes, sympathy.
Because what you just said now, is like when somebody has a bad mouth odor or body odor, and you just
I see them try. No, I don't do that.
No, wait, nah.
No,
wait. You know what I want to
that
say?
One back.
Wait, first, let me land.
Okay.
You know, when they have body odor, they'll now come and buy perfume and now spray. Thinking is helping
the main odor.
Then the thing, the smell will come from this side, come from here, and when they zwanhaga, all of us zwanhaga, very bad, very bad.
So now you don't compliment.
That's what you're doing, in a way.
That's not what I'm doing.
Because you not tell the person, you smell nice.
No,
is it that you're hearing the perfume smell, or you're still hearing that other real smell that is trapped in the perfume smell?
For me, if you always look tattered and I see you making efforts, you know, there are people that will want to make efforts. They don't go get. You understand? But then I just do it to encourage you that, okay, you can do better. I'll be like, this your hair is fine. But you know, if you had done it like this, it would have been lovely. But I've given fake compliments before.
I try as much as possible to be blunt when it comes to compliments. Like, I'll tell you the truth. I learned that from my children.
Yeah.
Because there's some things.
Kids are blunt.
Oh my God.
Kids are blunt.
If I look beautiful and I do a hairstyle that they like, mommy, you look beautiful. Like, even my son.
And it's because you taught them.
Yeah.
They learned that from you.
But sometimes I'm like, can't people just manage and tell me I look good? Because they're like, mommy, this cloth is not working. The shoulder is like this, or this hairstyle. Kai, they didn't do it well. Then you see my daughter either trying to like brush some edges and but
so giving compliments now to somebody, is it just a random person or somebody close to you that you're that bluntly?
Everybody.
So compliments go a long way, and giving a sincere compliment, like you taught me today, also goes a long way. Sometimes you mustn't say anything. If you cannot say anything nice, just shut up.
Yeah. I read some comments on Facebook sometimes. When I see a post, I don't really read the long post of anybody.
Yeah.
Or maybe look at the picture that is there.
But it's
the comments that will even drive me back to go and what did that person really posted on social media? And I see that people say mean things or something not palatable at all. If you don't have something nice to say, it's better just not to say it at all. Don't say your mind in this case.
Me, I say it out loud.
Like the person
to myself.
The person might
I don't type.
Yeah, the person might be feeling already bad with themselves. You now add to it by saying terrible things. Some people come there with their problems. Not that I really ascribe to that.
Yes.
Some people come, because I always say, go and see a psychologist. Pay money and let the professional tell you what is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with that. So when you go to the internet, a space where thousands of people don't like you, and you go there to ask questions about your personal life, and you want them to give you honest answer, my dear. And then people now write terrible things and go find the answer for another place. Which kind of question is this?
You don't get problem.
Everybody gets your own problem. I find that really terrible.
Yes.
If you don't have anything nice to say about that person's situation at that time, there's this other part I like that they say, there's this comment of, me I the waka pass.
Pass, yes.
You could just write that if you must type. If you must use your fingers.
Add comments to this thing, yes.
Just write me I the waka pass. And don't say something mean to people. If you don't have good compliments,
just
stick to not saying anything.
All right then, compliments and accepting compliments. That's what we do on our channel. And this is Bridges, Ochanya and Rainbow very much here. We're going to come back. Are we waiting for a music break now?
Yeah. Because we still have something else to talk about.
We have something
But
else.
that'll be on the other next episode. Not like we're going to talk now and then you're going to watch it. No.
We'll be back.
Bye.
Drop it.